The Olympic medallion is down, and the arch is all clear and ready to be decorated for Halloween Horror Nights. Peeps, we are back at Universal Studios in Florida, and we're here for an Unmasking the Horror tour. Now, these are behind the screens, behind the scenes tours of the haunted houses featured at the event. And this year they started them earlier than ever. It's August 12th. The event doesn't start for a few more weeks, but they have these early views at some of the original houses. Today we're going to take a look at Triplets of Terror, Scream Cinema, Sinister something. It's on the screen right here, so whatever that's called. As well as we're going to have a look at the Deadly Museum. So they don't allow filming on the tours. We're going to take some pictures so you can kind of see a little bit of preview of the houses. If you want to stay spoiler free, don't watch this video until the event starts, because we will be showing inside the houses, and I know the event doesn't start for a few weeks, but let's head on in. Slaugher Sinema. That's what I couldn't remember the name of. We'll be checking in here for our Unmasking the Horror tour this morning. Be warned, what follows are spoilers for 3 original houses coming to this year's event: Triplets of Terror, Slaugher Sinema 2, and the museum Deadly Exhibits. If you're trying to stay spoiler-free, best wait until after the event begins to view the following photos. Also, there will be a ton of gore in the photos, so if you don't like the red stuff, turn away now. Triplets of Terror tells the story of the Barmy triplets. We start the story visiting their house on their 9th birthday on March 3rd, 1984, where, for some unknown reason, the triplets snap and murder their entire family. The incident is caught on an 8mm camera, and the footage is uncovered later. This leads to an investigation that finds that, every 10 years, the triplets return for another night of terror. It's now March 2024, and the triplets are back to celebrate another birthday. They visit various locations throughout a city, gathering up the materials they need to recreate their birthday gathering in a horrifying display of brutality at a local butcher, before they escape into the sewers to kill another day. In Slaugher Sinema 2, we revisit the famous movie theater from the original for another walk through multiple new B-grade features. We start in Mardi Gras Murders, where the Jester Motel has an actual jester that murders a couple as they get engaged during a Mardi Gras parade. Before moving into multiple other features, including a Christmas-themed gore fest, undead clowns being brought to life from a BuzzCon chemical spill, and more, including callbacks to the original house. And finally, in the museum Deadly Exhibits, we visit the Museum of International Folklore's newest exhibit, the Rotting Stone. Unfortunately, the stone itself is cursed and has infected the tenants and exhibits in the museum, bringing them to murderous life. After venturing through the highly detailed lobby, we get to walk through the museum's exhibits, where ancient folklore of many cultures has been tainted and diseased by the rot, including folklore from ancient Mesopotamia, Europe, Asia, and more, before coming face to face with the stone itself. So ultimately, was the early Unmasking the Horror Tour worth it for us. We actually attended it on August 12th instead of during the event, because this is the first year where they really had Unmasking the Horror Tours before the event. We decided to take advantage of it just to kind of see how it felt. It's also kind of nice to get rid of some of that walking that you do in these Unmasking the Horror Tours out of the way instead of trying to do it and go to an event night. So that aspect was actually really nice, being able to get it out of the way, see the behind the scenes stuff, and not try to fit it all in one weekend. On top of that, I will say the three houses we saw during this year's Unmasking the Horror three house tour. There's actually a six house tour that's not offered until the event starts, but the three house tour was. Um, Honestly, I thought it was a great idea. I was really happy to learn more about the houses and the story of the houses. You get little blurbs on the websites and things like that, but being able to attend, understand some of the Easter eggs, understand the story a little bit more, I think will actually add to my appreciation of the houses when I get to go through them for the event. If I had to rank the three houses we saw as far as my hype level now, I actually think I'd say Triplets of Terror is number one. I think that house has the potential to be really intense and gory. Slaugher Sinema is number two of the three. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a little silly, but a lot of fun. And number three, I'd put as the museum. Not because it doesn't look good, but of the three, I think that one, the concept of it lends itself to being a little bit more of a mishmash of different cultures and different creatures. And I'm curious to see how it all blends together, whereas I really liked the story of the Triplets of Terror, and I love the original Slaugher Sinema, so I'm looking forward to seeing those. So, what did you think of this preview of Halloween Horror Nights? What house are you most looking forward to at this year's event? Give us a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this video, what you're most looking forward to, and while you're down there, give us a thumbs up on this video. It actually really helps us out. And hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when we release our upcoming Halloween Horror Nights content. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.